move on. Next issue is the issue of the bulk pickup enclosure. And the issue is whether we should have or schedule a second emptying of that bulk pickup enclosure, because most people here are probably aware of the fact that the bulk pickup enclosure got extremely full of items for bulk pickup. There was just so much stuff, it was falling over, falling outside the enclosure. It was in the way. There were things like broken toilet bowls, broken wash basins. There was trash that was litter all over the place. And the suggestion has been that we should have a second collection of bulk pickup every month. Certainly during the months of high occupancy, like December through April. Now, if for whatever reason we find that is not necessary, obviously we will not schedule such a second bulk pickup. But we just want to reserve to ourselves the right, that is Middle River Club, to have the second pickup if we think it is necessary. So would someone like to propose that?
No, I'd like to ask who's going to make the decision.
It's going to be Middle River Club.
There are 5 people of us. All 5 of us.
Right, correct. And there's also Middle River Club which is going to pay for that additional pickup.
So they'll only be called if it's necessary. It won't be.
Only be scheduled if it is necessary. Exactly. We don't want to waste money.
And the vote is going to be taken on it every time.
We can certainly take a vote on it if that's what you'd like to do.
That's
Sure.
what I want.
Yes.
Yes,
go ahead.
Sandy.
I would like to know if everyone knows that we get one bulk pickup a month,
Free.
and the second one
Good
we have
point.
to pay $200 for.
Good point. Thank you very much, Sandy. Yeah. We have one free bulk pickup every month, and this is done on a regular basis the second week of the month. Usually it happens on a Wednesday, and as I said, that is free. That's something we don't have to pay for. All right. So let's take a vote.
Question, how many times a year would you say we usually would need a second pickup? I mean, it's not going to be every month, but can you,
Well,
is it like 2 or 3 times a year now, it looks
Maybe.
like?
it's impossible to predict, but certainly from December through April, I would think we would
There'd
need.
be a couple months in there probably where we'll need some.
All right.
And there are a lot of people right now that are in deep remodeling processes, and it fills up very, very quickly then, and that time does stop. And I think it's a very wise part on all 5, listen to you all, of course, but all 5 of us vote before we spend the $200, because we're not going to spend it unless it absolutely needs to be spent.
Absolutely.
And that it's important for you as owners to know that we're aware, especially the ones that live at this, that we are aware of what it looks like, and we will try and keep it, this is as, I guess, aesthetic, so it looks better. How's that?
I'd just like to point out that when you're doing demolition in individual units, that the contractor should be responsible for the
We're
removal,
taking the
and
stuff
you
off.
just shouldn't be dumping
That's
stuff
right.
over there.
I know, we agree with that.
It's been stated and said many times before. How many times do you say it? I mean, it has been. We've certainly sent notes out. People have been aware, they should be aware of that, and it still looks like this all the time.
I've never seen a notice going out that the apartment owner is responsible for the demolition. I've never seen one. Never seen one.
That there
No,
hasn't been
you're not
anything-
responsible, Dottie, the contractor is.
That's what I mean, when the unit owner, when he hires, they hire the contractor.
You tell them to
Needs
get
to
rid
tell
of.
them. That should be part
Exactly.
of the rules of hiring contractors.
Well, we do have something, don't you have something?
I've never
that's
seen
going
I think
to-
it's
anything in
taken-
writing in
I
all the
think
years
people
I've
just-
been here.
Well, then it must be only the River Bend building that is
Yeah,
done it,
never seen anything at River
because we've
Shores.
done it in writing.
Okay, you'll see it.
Okay. Noah. Would you
Just
like-
real quick for clarity, all 5 board members would have to vote in order for that vote to stand for the double pickup.
Correct.
Correct. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. But at this point, we just want to vote on the principle that we will.
Right. And the other thing I'd like to mention is that what we'll do is we'll have the maintenance men do something about keeping it in order so that it doesn't get,
And the same thing goes with the maintenance guys using the carts. A lot of them are using carts. You know, that's for us to use, the carts, the grocery carts.
Oh, the double cars.
Oh, the grocery carts in each building to
Yellow now.
carry stuff.
Which, out of interest, which building are you living in?
Bud Bank or M7.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, we have exactly, we have exactly the same problem in Avon and probably in Bristol too.
everyone,
Yeah.
yeah, every building.
Whether it's a club or...
Yeah. Thank you, good point. Anything else, anybody?
You know, I'd like to say that for the future, I'd like to see, I'd like to see us with a bin that is made out of cinder blocks. Looking a little
Bricks.
bit professional.
Okay, would somebody just like to wrap up that issue on the principle of having a second bulk pickup? Would somebody like to propose that as a motion?
I propose that all five of us vote on if there is a need for a second bulk pickup.
Seconded. Anybody else? Okay, let's take the vote now. Who's in favour?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, okay, unanimous. All right. Okay, now the issue of replacing the bulk pickup enclosure, which is, looks like an ancient wooden stockade, which has suffered serious damage from marauding Indians or whatever. It's a disgrace. What do people think about replacing it with a more permanent structure made of maybe brick or cinder blocks or whatever? Any opinions, ideas on that?
Cost-wise,
We have to,
cost it out.
we have to look at what it costs.
Okay, so would people
First you have to cost it out, then you propose it.
agree? Would I be correct in assuming that the consensus is that we should go ahead and get a few quotes? All right. Let's take a vote on that. I propose that we get quotes on replacing the bulk enclosure with a more stable, permanent structure, whether of bricks or
Whatever.
I second.
make it larger, make it maybe even higher. Who knows? Make it more permanent. Okay. Let's take a vote on that. Who's in favour?
I'm in favor.
He seconded, Mike seconded.
I'm
I'm in favor.
Okay, passed unanimously. All right. Okay, any further issues on the subject of trash collection? Anybody wants to bring up? All right, okay. Okay, pool maintenance. We briefly touched on it a few minutes ago. Does anyone have any comments, ideas, suggestions to make? Yes?
The maintenance, the service we have now, that is only for chemical and vacuuming? If anything extra has to be added on or bid out?
No, he shocks the pool, he does everything.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's chemicals, but I mean, he doesn't.
No,
Oh, no, he's not a repairman.
No. And what do we pay a month for that, or a year, or?
$400 a month. And he provides all chemicals, and he comes twice a week. And if I'll be honest with you, if we need him, we can call him, and he will come that third time a week, and he does not charge us.
Okay,
Because, he's done it for a
she's
few
great.
years, yeah, and it's not a problem.
okay.
His name is Sam, and he's actually a very nice man.
Yeah, I've only seen him out here a couple times, because I'm usually,
Yeah.
but I've seen him out here in the afternoon for a weekend or something.
He'd welcome you to talk to
Yeah,
him.
very nice man.
Yeah.
Thank you for that comment.
Thank you.
Okay.
I have a comment.
Yeah.
How do we get across to the unit owners and their guests that when they move a chaise lounge to the center of the pool, that they put it back? We don't live in a hotel, and you have to use the maintenance men to clean up after them. They should put their chaise back the way they got it, and the chairs the same way, instead of leaving them in the middle.
If you see them do it, tell them.
I would like, just speaking personally for myself, I would like to see the rules, the poolside rules. I'd like to see them updated.
Yes.
And I would like to see something on the lines of what you suggested, Dot, being added to those rules.
Good point.
Steve?
I propose that this pool maintenance, this monthly pool maintenance get rebid. And I'm not sure when the last time it was bid, but I think there's a lot of competition in that area, and I think that should be bid out and people should be interviewed.
We've done that.
We did all that.
Recently?
Yes. And I'm gonna be honest with you, he was the best of the best, at the lowest price.
That's good.
Okay, anything else on pool maintenance?
I have one question about the pool.
Yeah, sure.
About the pool rules. I just got the full copy just last week and I looked at it. One, I wasn't sure of the origin of the rule and whether it should be evaluated. About people sitting on the edge of the pool with their feet in the pool, it's prohibited. You gotta see it all the time. I don't think it's a good idea to have a rule that's always broken. And like I have a friend that came down with a stroke and was paralyzed on one side. And he just went and sat on the edge of the pool. It seemed, I don't know what the origin of the rule is.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Mike, for that comment. I think this highlights the urgent need to look afresh at those rules, the ones we've got posted by the poolside, and to revise them and update them, because clearly they do require a bit of updating.
Yeah,
So
that's not posted at the pool. That's just in the rules and on paper.
right, I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that. Thank you for that point. All right. Final.
I have a question. He had mentioned that there are, pool companies out there who competition's really big out there now.
Yeah, you're right.
When was the last time we did do a bid, and is it bid on annually? And when is that?
It'll come up again in April, when whoever assumes the board, you all are voting on a new board well, at least the Terrace and the Bend, I think, already have theirs, but River Shores is getting ready to look at voting for a new board, and they will assume whoever makes the board will assume they'll have to they start from day one, is what I'm trying to say.
So you guys don't handle, it won't be you guys?
Only if we're elected back again, otherwise, no, it will not.
Okay, so April, everything goes out for rebids?
All right. Final item is any other business. Does anybody want to bring something up? It can be related to what we've been talking about earlier, or something completely new.
I just wanted to note that for all the places, people are putting plastic bags full of cans in the trash. It's clearly marked that they're supposed to be just throwing the cans in. God knows what's going in there.
Very, very good point, and I'm very glad you brought that up. I'm actually in the process of writing a memorandum on this whole issue of trash collection, which I'm discussing right now with my fellow board members, and we hope to have something out shortly, which will be sent out. But I agree with you totally. I'd like to make 2 points, and these are important points, so if everyone could just listen quickly. The cardboard is a recyclable material. Cardboard boxes in particular must from now on, as far as possible, not be left in the dumpster carts or in the bulk pickup enclosure. They should be put into those recycling bins. If they're too big to go in, they should be cut up, broken up into smaller pieces. But leaving them in particular in the dumpster carts is an open invitation to vermin, to rodents, to breed there, and we have a major problem with that at the moment, let's face it. So I just want to get that across to everybody. And secondly, the issue of plastic bags. Plastic bags should not be left in the bulk pickup enclosure. They should only be put in the dumpster carts. And if they contain cans, those cans should be taken out and put individually into the recycling bins. I cannot emphasize that too much. And I want to say one final thing on this.